Oh, bonjour. I have so much to tell you. I just left dinner. Or maybe this dinner hasn't left me yet. I can still taste it on my tongue and somewhere deeper in my thoughts. Ce soir, at the Bar Vendôme, the Ritz Brasserie, the food was more than food. It was a conversation, a discovery, another way to flirt. We met for another date, but this time we spoke the language of the plate, le langage de l'assiette. In France, sharing a meal with someone is another way of showing your affection. Bienvenue. This is the Parisian Love Code, a podcast by the Ritz Paris, all about love in the city of light. Each episode unfolds inside one of the hotel's iconic spaces, where I share the secrets of French romance. I'm your host, Cecilia Jordan, behind Hello French. So I arrived a little nervous. Not first date nervous, we've already gotten to know each other, but the kind that comes with already liking someone and wanting to see where things go, My date was already there, seated, smiling, and somehow, before we even spoke, the evening had already begun. And here's the secret I want to tell you. In France, food is a love language, not metaphorically, literally. What you choose to eat, how long you stay at the table, whether you suggest a certain wine, these are emotional signs. They show the other person how you want them to feel. We started with French onion soup with puff pastry, la soupe feuilletée à l'oignon. It felt so comforting right away. For the main, we chose the sole fish, la sole meunière, and a scallops risotto, le risotto Saint-Jacques. Classic and delicious. And on the side, we shared mashed potatoes with truffles, la purée de pommes de terre truffée. Yes, we indulge a little. At the Bar Vendôme, everything feels élégant and effortless. Above us, the glass ceiling opens onto the Paris sky, le ciel parisien, where the light keeps shifting. Sometimes you even catch a few stars, quelques étoiles. As we talked, I noticed how slowly everything moved. Nobody rushed us. In France, especially on a date, time extends around the table. Did you know that in French, we use the word entrée for an appetizer? Not something to get through, but something to take your time with. And we did. We talked about our favorite meals, about what our families cooked when they wanted to show love, how preparing food for someone is a way of saying, I've thought about you. J'ai pensé à toi. French meals are kind of like a dance. Courses arrive, glasses refill, and it's up to you how long you stay. You also notice colors, textures, and flavors. For dessert, le dessert, we got the millefeuille vanille. If you're wondering, millefeuille literally means 1,000 layers. It's named after all the thin sheets of puff pastry that make up each slice. We shared it, of course, our forks crossing, and in that moment, I felt it. Closeness. Because eating with someone like this, like really eating, really staying, is already a form of intimacy. In France, to cook for someone, to order with them, to linger over a meal together, even to debate about a wine pairing, that's truly how affection deepens. As we stood to leave, I realized something simple and true. You don't need to say, I like you a lot, je t'aime beaucoup, out loud. Sometimes you can just pass the bread. Because the most delicious moments are also the most romantique. If you enjoyed this episode, you can subscribe to this podcast so we can meet again. Next time, we'll discuss when and how the French say I love you, je t'aime, for the very first time.